Hi, I'm Pam Younghans, and this is my astrological forecast for the week of March 1st to 7th, 2021. The mind is a powerful tool. Depending on our relationship with it, we can spend our days, our years, either feeling controlled by our mind or learning to direct it in ways that are supportive and beneficial. We can feel limited by our thoughts, or we can choose to expand our perceptions beyond their usual parameters. This week we see more clearly where we are in the great mind game and how well we've learned to utilize the tool without being dragged down by it. As we work with heightened mental energies, we have the opportunity to move beyond the beliefs that have limited us for too long, once we decide that we want to be free of old mindsets. These potentials are found in several planetary events over the coming days. Our minds are highly stimulated throughout the week due to Mercury, ruler of the mind, being strongly activated, and because two air signs, mental signs, Gemini and Aquarius, are highlighted. The events that relate specifically to this theme are spread throughout the week. Mercury is trine the North Node in Gemini on Tuesday. Mars enters Gemini on Wednesday. Mercury is conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius on Thursday, and the Sun squares the Gemini North Node on Friday. This emphasis on mental planets and signs means that our nervous systems will be receiving a lot of energy this week. Communications on the Earth plane and downloads from other dimensions will be enhanced and magnified. Our minds will likely be drawn in many different directions, perhaps causing an overall sense of being scattered or easily distracted. There is a tremendous amount of nervous energy being stimulated this week. If we don't pace ourselves, our circuits can become overloaded. Taking extra magnesium and B vitamins can help, and certainly we will benefit from pausing as much as possible to let our nervous systems rest. Meditation and other mind-calming activities will be essential, as energy that is not grounded can turn into nervousness, anxiety, and even fearfulness. Take time to stretch your body. Feel your nervous system relax as you tense and then release your muscles. Take a slow walk and breathe slowly and purposefully. Allow your mind to softly observe rather than needing always to coordinate a response. Relax your mind and your eyes by gazing off into the distance, hopefully enjoying a beautiful view that will also rejuvenate your spirit. The Mercury-Jupiter conjunction that perfects on Thursday is the highlight of this week. Due to Mercury's retrograde phase, this conjunction occurs 3 times in 2021, on January 11th, February 14th, and March 4th. With all 3 of these conjunctions in the sign of knowledge-seeking Aquarius, we've been receiving a lot of high-level downloads over the past 8 weeks. We've been able to access a great deal of new information, not only on a physical level, but also on a metaphysical level. As Mercury and Jupiter align this week, for the final time in 2021, we can build on the 2 previous alignments. We can reach higher than before and gain even greater access to the higher mind. But to retain and implement the insights we receive, we must also stay grounded and protect our nervous systems from overload. Day by day, here are my brief interpretations of this week's most noteworthy astrological events. On Monday, the Sun is semisquare Pluto. Accusations and power struggles can interfere with our expanding potentials if we give our attention to these distractions. On Tuesday, Mercury is trine the North Node. This represents greater open-mindedness and an ability to imagine a more enlightened future for ourselves and for humanity. On Wednesday, Venus is sextile Uranus. Relationships are more adaptable as we give ourselves and each other the space to express our individuality. Mars enters Gemini on Wednesday. After 2 months of Mars being in cautious Taurus, Mars in Gemini can feel like the wind is finally at our backs. However, nervous energies are heightened for the next 7 weeks, until Mars enters Cancer on April 23rd. We tend to be more impulsive during this time, more easily bored with sameness, and not as likely to take the time to think through all the possible ramifications of our actions. It will be important to allow ourselves new experience and a variety of options, but also to ground and center ourselves often. On Thursday, Venus is semisquare Eris. Relationships hit a snag as we feel disappointed or disillusioned by our inability to move beyond certain obstacles. We learn about the difference between unconditional love and self-sacrifice. This is also the day that Mercury is conjunct Jupiter. This is the highlight of the week, and the conjunction is exact at 7:27 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Friday, the Sun is square the nodal axis. A lack of clarity can get in the way of making the best decisions for the future. On Saturday, Venus is semisquare Pluto. Suspicions and jealousy can arise, especially if we've been putting another person on a pedestal or taking on the role of martyr or victim. On Sunday, the Moon is in Capricorn. With no major outer aspects on Sunday, we pay more attention to the lunar aspects that are in effect. Please note that lunar aspects are usually very short-term, in effect for hours instead of days. On Sunday, a Moon Chiron square, which perfects at 7:42 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, can cause us to brood over perceived failures. If we take the time to acknowledge and nurture the part of us that fears it will never achieve its desires, the Moon-Uranus trine, that perfects at 8:09 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, can help us look forward instead of dwelling in the past. If your birthday is this week, relationships, values, and inspired creativity are highlighted this year. You may or may not get much done on the physical plane, but you may find your greatest fulfillment emotionally and spiritually. This is a lovely year for deepening your connections to loved ones, to your art, and to your own higher self. You may find yourself feeling especially altruistic and compassionate this year. Remember to use your skills of discernment or get an outside opinion when making decisions of the heart or pocketbook. This is Pam Younghans. I wish you an uplifting and enlightening week.
We hope that you have enjoyed this article. For over 30 years, we at Inner Self have sought to encourage new attitudes and new possibilities. For more inspiration, visit us at innerself.com. Thank you.